Hello, welcome to Living Sent 2024. This summer we will continue our study of the missionary task. 2 summers ago, we began the study by looking at the first 2 parts of the missionary task, which are entry and evangelism. Last summer, we looked at the next 2, which are discipleship and healthy church formation. This summer, we'll be studying leadership development and exit. As we do, the first few weeks we'll be studying leadership and the development of leaders for the church. This first week, our lesson focuses on counting the cost of being a leader. Now, when Jesus called his early disciples, there's no question it was costly for them. He made it clear to them that following him took precedence over everything. And they had to leave their homes, they had to leave their jobs, they had to leave their families. They had to go places and do things they'd never done before. But they decided it was worth it. They were willing to pay the price. And the reward was they became the leaders that God meant them to be. I believe the same principle applies today. If we are to be leaders in the church, we are called to count the cost. And if we're willing to pay the price, then we can become the leaders God wants us to be. Now, I want to challenge you to consider the cost of being a leader in the church and decide if you're willing to do what is required, to pay the price. It's going to cost time. It's going to require a change of priorities. It's going to require being what you need to be in order to teach what you need to teach. Because leaders can't really produce in followers what is not in themselves. And in essence, it's going to require giving up control of your own life. The disciples gave up control of their lives to Jesus. Leaders in the church today need to do the same thing. When his disciples were talking about who would be greatest in the kingdom of heaven, Jesus told them that they were not to be like the leaders of the world who lorded it over those under them. Instead, he told them that to be great in his service, they had to be servants. And to be the greatest or the chief, they needed to be slaves. Slaves don't determine their own plans. They are told by their master. Jesus is our master. He's our leader. If we're to lead, we lead for him. Now, if you think about being a leader and you're willing to pay that price, then I want to ask you to pray and ask God to show you where he wants you to lead. And I want you to ask him to help you prepare and to use you in whatever leadership role that is. And then trust him that he will accomplish his plans in and through your life. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own insight. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct or make straight your paths." John 15:5 says, Jesus says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing." So as we trust in him and we obey him, he will use us as leaders. He will use you as a leader. And it won't just benefit people for now. It will be a benefit for eternity. Thank you so much for being available to God and his leadership in your life.